It's like a mantra, you enter in a state of love, and simplicity. And most things that we love a lot are very simple, like a flower, for example. You can go into the complexity of what a flower is, but there's simplicity, It starts with simplicity. And that's what we like of this album. It's not complex chords and a lot of changes and beats and this and that and long lyrics to learn. No, it's a very simple key to open your heart. And that's where we just decided to make a workshop here in the Yucatan in this beautiful hacienda of opening your heart through sacred music.
Oh my gosh! Did you just listen to this? Okay, you gotta tell me when it is. I'm hoping I can travel and everything to be one of the students there.
Wow.
Opening your heart to sacred music.
Opening your heart with sacred music.
With sacred music.
And we're gonna do live music every day.
Yeah, wow. we want. But it's also because when you were the essence of this record is a little bit of the improvising in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like something that but then on top you improvise. It has both worlds together. No? What do you think?
Yes, because the pure power of our presence when we are doing music is we are in connection with the divine. It's just like it's very simple, but at the same time it has a depth so profound that it really takes you to experience God or divinity or the energy or whatever you want to call, because it's not something about religion. It's about having an experience of spirituality that we are the spiritual beings having a human experience. And I think most than any other time, we really need this. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity.
Oh, I love this, but my Sagittarius in me, the truthful speaker is now, I'm going to go back to the monotonous and then I'll address all that you share. I actually love that. I always love the antagonist, the opposition or the comment that, that creates a little bit of the polarity, the contrast. I've always been fascinated by that. I'm actually, one of my, when I'm in relationship with someone, I remember when I used to be married, my husband, if I had something in my tooth, right? Or like when you eat something, usually people are ashamed to tell you. I love when people tell me, hey, you have something in your tooth, or I don't like how you are dressed. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I love those comments. I find there's so much resource in there. And I want to go through this comment of monotonous. I heard many years ago, and also in the Shaolin practices that I have, like through tea, monotony is the skill for the masters. When I heard that, I was like, it's true, because there's no glamour. There is zero like excitement up and down when you're meditating. When I have my daily practice of tea, there's no like up and down. It's like I'm drinking tea, right? When I'm every day, my experience is like waking up, brush your teeth. The monotonous is where if we judge it as something that is not fun or that is boring, we miss God. Because God is in brushing my teeth. God is in waking up. God is in serving the breakfast every day to my children. God is in serving others or solving problems. So I actually think that the most monotonous thing, is an entrance to the sacred. Because it takes a lot of mastery to do every day what you need to do, to meditate, to simplify, which I'm going to go with what Grace said. But, it's, I think that was a great compliment. Whoever, I wish I was in the thread though. I wish I was in the thread. Part of me is like, I have this guardianship for my friends and I'm like, talk to me about what is not monotonous for you. But
you're invited to comment.
Yes.
Oh, I will. I will. But I love what Pablo is saying. Of it's the art of simplicity. And no, I don't remember if it was Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo that used to say simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. So you are kind of right now doing a Renaissance piece, plus sacred love in itself. You know, the mantra and the name. It's, you know, for me, I'm already feeling it. It's an invitation to be still, to stop needing more, to stop adding more and creating more, which really takes me away from this present moment. So I love what Pablo shared. And then Grace, when you were sharing, you know, it's simple, but yet it's very deep. I felt it. There is nothing more deep than being present in the moment. And for many people, it's going to be monotonous or boring, but it's not boring to who they are. It's boring to a mind untrained on being here and now. So I'm getting super high right now with just your frequency. So you are doing sacred love. You're going to do a retreat. I can't wait for that. I'm really hoping, you know, that I have my passport and everything ready for when you guys do. And you're going to do it in Merida, which is one of the sacred Mayan lands, you know, and it's open for traveling. Cancun is open for traveling right now. It's safe. The COVID things are not in the heights. It's a really safe place. So what is, you know, oh my gosh, I need to invite you more often. You're doing this, you're going to do the retreat. And so, Pablo, let me go with you right now. You know, talk a little bit about all that you are offering in Inside Timer, because a lot of people are not aware of Inside Timer. I became aware of it thanks to you. I'm just a baby in Inside Timer, but you share a lot of things there. Tell us about it so people can go and be blessed with that giving that you do.
Well, talking a little bit about simplicity, I like to say that I created a workshop that it's published in Inside Timer.
Okay.
And it's published in English and in Spanish, so both languages.
Wow.
And there I talk a little bit about the I am mantra, which is for me the simplest way to enter. There's many paths, but what we need today is simplicity. And the I am mantra is a way to engage the present in a higher state of awareness by incorporating a very simple word, which is I am. And that I am represents your higher consciousness, the observer of thought, the one that is observing the consciousness. So it's like you learn through very simple techniques in 50 minutes a day for 10 days. You learn how to experience the observer of the observer. Mm. So you can really be very aware of your present, and taking in the present, because sometimes we're living with a buffer. Yes. So it's like you had a rig, and you can see part of the exterior, but it's blocking you. And this blockage is your thoughts that are distracting you from what life is bringing to you. So imagine you have like a little jail in front of you, you know, and you can't see through. You try to see through it, and you can't, because all these thoughts of the past, present, worries, this and that are blocking you. And in front of you, you have a miracle, which is life. We're surrounded of miracles all the time. And this grid is blocking you to see this. And the I am is like a knife. So I am present, aware of my thoughts. So with that I am, you cut this illusion, this grid, and it breaks. And that in that moment, you're present. And you let in all the gifts to come into your heart, to your soul. You know, like the dying man, no? And oh my God, I didn't live this, I didn't live that, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. All that is that grid.
Wow.
So in this workshop that is very simple, you know, very, very simple, I talk 10 lessons or 15 minutes talking about the I am and how to use the I am as a tool for daily life, because you can do it with your eyes open or your eyes closed. So this is one of the things that Insight Timer lets me share through audio. It doesn't have video.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Also, a lot of my musics are there. I have some meditations, guided meditations. I have one very beautiful meditation about Jesus that I love a lot. It's kind of like a dream that
So
I
maybe
had.
we can put the links to all of that. We'll share it with Sophie, who is the behind the scenes of this podcast, so we can lead people to all of that where you are.
Yeah.
Because I want to tell you something that I just experienced when you were sharing. You see, I want first to invite everyone listening, just feel the frequency of these beings. I not often talk to someone and it's like the I am is like a knife. This is the first time in my life that I hear that. My visual was like a samurai. I was Yvonne, like a samurai. I was like, Right now, I just gain awareness thanks to you of like, I understand the power of I am. I am, right? I am the I am, the observer of the observer, being itself. But this, I think anybody that had a challenge to understand why I am and the practice of I am, and it's so powerful. I just imagine my samurai sword. I don't know why I went samurai, but I imagine myself literally as a samurai girl. I keep the feminine. And I was like, I'm excited to use it, like to use it on me, to use it when I have those thoughts or those forgetfulness, or I believe I am is tired, right? Or I believe that the things happening are happening to me instead of for me and through me. I'm excited. This is the first time I get a visual besides me or what is the first time I get a practical visual of I am. I mean,
that's why I
was for me.
That's why I like it, because it's very simple and yet very deep in the essence that you can use it in your daily life, because we think there's one day that we're going to have a big vacation to go into ourselves and think of that book we were going to write and the music we wanted to hear. No, that vacation never comes. We are in vacation every day. And the I am is a tool to incorporate that gentle living in yourself. The everyday vacation.
I'm having an awakening moment for you both. Is like I'm like, I even want to dress like a samurai right now. It's so powerful. And, don't you see me like that, Grace?
I love it.
Like,
I can see you
like
dressed
that.
up
Everybody,
with a samurai sword.
Yeah, I always, no matter how much I have tried to put myself like, she's an entrepreneur, a mother, a business. No, I end up in the label of the spiritual teacher. So I embrace that. I know that I'm really a student. I am just pass on. I like the word teacher because it has the word T. But really, if I could, I would be a samurai. I would totally be like with the sword,
Yeah, the samurai. You could be a samurai of peace.
I will, but I will use the sword.
Yes.
But yes, it's a samurai of peace. My Scorpio.
Well, you know what? The swords in the tarot are the clarity of the mind. So with your clarity of the mind, you're gonna cut the illusion.
Cut the illusion. Yeah.
Yeah, Pablo, every time I'll share about the I am, I'm going to refer to you and I'll quote you, because I think this is so powerful. Everyone that has tried to wander in books, in the Vedas, in the Bhagavad Gita, even in the Psalms, that, there's a very powerful Psalm in the Bible of, I and my Father are one, or I am this, or I am that, on the theosophy.
That's the origin of my idea, was that I am what I am.
Yes.
It appears in the Torah and it's very, very ancient saying. And what I see is that we have a desire to have peace in our hearts. And this is a very high desire. This my teacher showed me this. And it should be our priority. peace should be our priority.
Amen.
Meaning that it's very funny because, like, you